Ethan Cole had stopped sleeping with the lights off 3 weeks ago. At first, he blamed stress, final exams, too much caffeine, not enough sleep. That's what the campus counselor told him after the first episode. "You're experiencing sleep paralysis," she said calmly. "It's common. Your brain wakes before your body does." But she never explained the figure. Every night at exactly 3:17 a.m., Ethan would wake unable to move, his chest locked, his breathing shallow. And in the far corner of his dorm room, something stood there, tall, motionless, darker than the darkness around it. It looked almost human, except its arms hung too long, nearly touching the floor. The first night, it only watched him. The second night, it moved closer. The third night, it spoke. God abandoned this room. Its voice sounded wet, like whispering through drowned lungs. Ethan tried to scream, but his jaw wouldn't move. The thing tilted its head unnaturally. "You are alone now." Then suddenly, his body released. He shot upright, gasping. The corner was empty. The episodes became worse every night. He stopped telling people. Nobody believed him anyway. His roommate Tyler laughed the first time Ethan mentioned it. "Bro, you've been watching too many horror movies." But Tyler stopped laughing after waking one night to hear Ethan praying violently in his sleep. Not mumbling, praying, like he was fighting something. One Thursday night, Ethan stayed awake on purpose. Every lamp burned bright in the room. He sat against the wall, clutching the small Bible his grandmother gave him before she died. 3:16 a.m., nothing. He exhaled shakily. Then the lights went out, all at once. The room dropped into suffocating darkness, and from the corner came the sound of breathing, slow, heavy. Ethan couldn't move. The paralysis hit harder than ever. The shape unfolded itself from the shadows. Its limbs cracked as it stepped forward. "You invited me," it whispered. Ethan's heart pounded violently. "What are you?" The figure bent low beside his bed. Its face had no eyes, only a stretched grin filled with darkness. "You believed the lie." Cold flooded Ethan's body. Every failure, every hidden addiction, every hateful thought, every shameful memory. The thing spoke them aloud, one by one. "You are filthy, forgotten, unwanted, unforgivable." Tears streamed down Ethan's frozen face. The creature leaned inches away. "And God left long ago." Something inside Ethan broke, not in fear, in exhaustion. He remembered being 10 years old, sitting beside his grandmother in a tiny Mississippi church. He remembered her whispering, "When darkness speaks loudest, that's when you speak his name." The creature smiled wider. "Don't." Ethan could barely breathe, but inside his mind he whispered, "Jesus." The figure twitched violently. Ethan's eyes widened. The room trembled. The thing let out a low animal-like growl. "No." Ethan forced another breath. Jesus Christ. The scream that exploded from the figure sounded inhuman. The walls shook. Pictures crashed from the shelves. The darkness around the room recoiled like burning flesh. The creature staggered backward, shrieking. And Ethan finally understood something terrifying. The thing was afraid. Not of him, of the name he carried. The paralysis suddenly shattered. Ethan rolled off the bed, gasping, and fell to his knees. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Every time he prayed, the creature screamed louder. Its body twisted unnaturally. Smoke like darkness peeled from its skin. "You belong to us," Ethan cried out through tears. "No, I belong to him." The room erupted with violent wind. Then instantly, silence. The lights flickered back on. The corner was empty. The next morning, Tyler found Ethan asleep on the floor beside the bed, peaceful for the first time in weeks. "What happened to this room?" Tyler asked quietly. The mirror across the dorm wall had cracked from top to bottom. Ethan stared at it silently, then finally said, "It wasn't sleep paralysis." Tyler looked uneasy. "What was it?" Ethan glanced toward the corner where the figure once stood, then down at the Bible, still clutched in his hand. Something that wanted me to believe God wasn't here. He looked up, but something else was.